Good evening, YouTube. So this is my GE, or actually Kenmore brand, with the Advantium 120. So this is a convection oven, microwave. And one problem I've been having over the years is this handle here. A couple of years ago it broke loose at the bottom, and so I tried using some, I think it was that Amazing Goop clear adhesive. But that worked for a few years, but today it pulled loose. I wanted to get the handle off of here so I can clean it up inside there. If you look back here, so there's this plastic trim piece here, and you have to work your way around. I found the bottom, there's a bunch of clips along the bottom here you have to pop loose. So you just get your screwdriver in. You can see there's a clip there every couple of inches. Just slide it down and pry it really gently until you hear it pop, and then just work your way down. And then likewise there's 1, 2, 3 clips on this side. So there's a couple of screws that come through the door and screw into the end of the handle. You can see there's a screw hole, and that's actually what broke here. It broke at the end of the threads basically. Okay, I did a little searching. I found the part number for the handle. There are handles available, but it looks like they've reused or superseded the part number. So the handle looks fairly similar. It has the end with the screw hole, but all the handles have an angled end. The handles are available. They're about $12 to $20, but they're not the right shape and they don't have the right mounting bits. So I was watching a couple of videos on YouTube that had some repair information. One of the videos I watched had a really interesting solution. Is that he took a drywall screw. He used 1 1/4 inches. This one's 1 1/8 inches, number 6 by 1 1/8. It's the same diameter, so I guess the original screws are also number 6. Now the thread on the drywall screw is a bit coarser, but you can see it's like twice as long, which will let me get into the plastic that's down at the bottom there. And what I did was I took a 2.5 millimeter drill bit and ran down through the hole that's already there, and then there was some more plastic, and then inside here it's hollow. But anyway, I was able to thread this in there. Here's the other end with the piece on there. So then what I also did, since this was like I think a bugle head screw, I put a pop rivet backing washer on there to kind of give it a flat surface, because I don't want it pulling through the, I don't know if that's sheet metal or plastic behind there. Okay, it is sheet metal, so I think I'm just going to do that, no glue. And I've got this one all cleaned, well, pretty much cleaned up. There's still a little bit of glue inside, but I think I'll try it without any epoxy and just get it put back together and see how it works. Since the top one still has the clip, I'm going to get that one up here. It doesn't really clip in there, it just holds it in the right spot. So that's there. The second hole from the bottom, there's a hole way at the bottom, and then there's a hole right there. And what I did was I also ran the screw in all the way before I tried putting it in here, so that way hopefully it isn't too hard to screw in there. And you want to do this by hand. Okay, that's going in there. I just got to get a better angle on the screwdriver here. Okay, I think I bottomed out, and wow, look at that. Solid. So now the top one's a little bit easier, and I did the same thing. I ran my 2.5 millimeter drill bit all the way in until it broke into the hollow section, and then I ran the screw in before I put it up here, just so the threads are already cut, so to speak. And then I took it out, and I'm putting it in for the second time now. So you got to really hold the handle as you to the door. Crank the screw in. You really got to pull back on the door handle Supposedly you can take these doors off the hinge. There's supposed to be a little clip on the one end, but I don't see it on this one. And I figured I can get to the screws here, so I think I'm just going to go that way. Okay, that's tight. That is in there solid now. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think I'm going to clean up. There's a little seam there where the plastic trim fits in behind the sheet metal and glass for the window there. So I might try cleaning that out a little bit since I can get to it now. Get some degreaser up there because that's going to drip all over the stove. So I figure since I'm done with dinner, I can make the stove messy. So yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, so a number 6 by 1 1/8 or 1 1/4 drywall screw and a couple of little washers to back up behind the screw heads. And wow, that is solid. Yeah, so hopefully that was helpful. You can check out some of my other Advantium oven repairs. I have a playlist on that on the channel. I'll put a link to that in the end screen. So if you found that helpful, give the video a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.